What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is Jay Dumont, your host, bringing you episode 1 of a little new Let's Play I'm doing of a very fine game called Star Traders Frontiers. This game is developed by the Treese brothers. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Trese. It's a very fine game. As I mentioned, I've been playing it for a few hours now. I think I have a hang on how it works, getting a hang of it, and yeah, we're gonna jump in with a new captain now. Before I start, this is not going to impact any of the other Let's Plays I'm doing. I'm still doing Kenshi, and I'm still doing my College Hoops Let's Play, and eventually we'll get back to uploading Pathfinder Kingmaker, which I have a lot of backlog episodes to edit and upload. So I've been sitting on those for a while, but all my other Let's Plays will continue. So a little bit about this game. It is a space sim. You are a captain on a star trader. You're known as a star trader, where you can be a pirate, you can smuggle goods, you can trade goods, you can follow the story and do story missions, you can have ship combat and even hand-to-hand combat in turn-based mode, which is really cool. So let's jump right in with a new captain. And we're going to copy this adventurer and create a new adventurer. So let's check out the skills that we want to have. At this priority, you have 23 skills to assign to permanent skill bonuses. Alright, so I want to focus on exploration, leading ground expeditions to seek discoveries on wild planets. Tactics, important in every ship combat operation, and while patrolling, tactics is also used during space travel missions. Negotiate, securing the best deal on missions, tradings, and talents. And command, enforcing discipline when traveling in deep space, patrolling during missions, and a wide variety of talents. So let's take one out of command. And let's put a point to evasion. Primarily for avoiding range attacks, and a secondary for avoiding melee attacks. So I think that's what my captain is going to look like. Let's take one out of explore. One into rifles, which provide heavy hitting fire support up close or at a distance. Now let's actually put one into pistols. I'll be a gunslinging, pistol wielding person. So my contacts, alright, we're going to click these off. These are 6 people that you choose. Allies willing to help you, they owe you a favor, or have access to important goods and services. Order matter when picking contacts. Your first 3 will be live in your starting quadrant and be of your starting faction, while any additional contacts will start in nearby quadrants and be from a wide range of factions. Contracts offering missions and permits are especially helpful for starting captains. So our first contact will be I'm going to say a prospector. They're always on the lookout for the latest rich seam, great find, or risky site. They offer missions. You can recruit explorers, introductions. Oh, requires the expert prospector unlock. Okay. So let's start with an intelligence officer. A known member of the faction's espionage arms need clandestine and discreet operatives. Offers missions, faction rank, recruit electronics, techs, military gear to buy intel. So we'll start with an intelligence officer. And over retired explorer. Knowledge of the wilderness and bankroll to fund expeditions can come in handy. They offer missions, trade permits, recruit exo scouts, and salvage rumors. And how about a weapons dealer? An ally at the star point can help discount. Oh, when it comes to weapons and armaments, you may want to make sure you have that cut above. Offers trade permits, recruits assassins, weaponry to buy intel. That's our third. So those are all local. The ones that are going to be next door. Will be an ex-mercenary. This old hand is an ally who knows half an army of good fighting men and willing to sign on. Men and women willing to sign on. Offers mission, faction rank, recruit zealots, combat armor, discounted spice. A Gestalt explorer. The secret of a powerful medical tradition of the Gestalt guards. Use their guards or secrets well. They offer missions, trade permits, recruit combat medics, trait conditioning to buy intel, discounted medical. And a fixer, a friend with the right back channels who can help you get around faction and Shaylin law when necessary. Offers mission, faction rank, recruit scavengers, specialist gear to buy intel, black market, discounted fuel. So I'm actually going to trade, let's see here, the ex-mercenary, the Gestalt explorer. I'm going to trade the weapons dealer for the fixer. Wait a minute here, let me see. Alright, let's start with the salvage broker. No, I'm sorry, the retired explorer. The fixer. And trait conditioning. Then we'll go with the intelligence officer. And a weapons dealer. How about a prince? While not all rich and powerful princes have great influence within their faction, offers missions, faction rank, trade permits, edicts, introductions, and pardons. So I think that looks pretty good. So we're going to save that. Ship. The ship we're going to start with will be... we have up to 260k budget, so... Paladin Cruiser is a common ship used by security forces. The design was originally military in nature, but retrofits and redesigns have resulted in a highly customizable hull with thousands of variants in service. Armed with dual Hellfire torpedoes, the Paladin carries 24 starting crew, max 30. And this is a common Longstar trader's hull. The Frontier liner is responsible for the discovery of many settled worlds, famous for being the hull design used by the first Star Trader explorers who set out from the Hive ships. The Frontier liner has a storied history. Armed with Hellfire torpedoes, the Frontier liner carries 24 starting crew, max 30. And this one's better on fuel. This one has a better hull and better base armor. and is not so good on fuel. And this would leave us with 20,000 in our pockets, so we receive 20% of any remaining budget as a starting bonus. So 2,000. That would give us, no, I'm sorry, that would give us 20. That would give us 4,000 to start off with. So we'll use that ship. Our attributes. Charisma is the measure of a character's social intelligence and leadership ability, and is tested in missions during ship command and with talents. Wisdom is the measure of a character's mental dexterity and is used for some crew combat initiative and a factor in maximum morale. Resilience is the measure of a character's mental toughness and is used to determine the character's chance to survive a fatal blow and is a factor in nearby morale. So let's trade that up for wisdom. 11 wisdom, 10 resilience. Fortitude is the measure of a character's physical toughness and resistance to damage and is a factor in maximum hit points. Quickness is the measure of a character's reaction speed and hand-eye coordination and influenced range attack accuracy, initiative score, and defense and crew combat. Strength is the measure of a character's physical power and is used for melee attacks, a factor in maximum hit points. So let's turn strength down to 9 and get quickness up a point, wisdom up a point, and charisma up a point. So let's try something like that. And experience. Captain's trait. Obsessive in the search, double the chance of drawing Xeno artifact cards while exploring, and exploring missions start with 10% chance to draw a mission card. Highly skilled at riding the galactic winds, +2 wisdom, +1 resilience, and reduces travel time and fuel consumption by 10%. So that's what I want to start as an explorer, digger, and treasure hunter. So now we move these up. The top two are what you value most. I have unspent points. Okay, so points away. I think it looks something like that. Ship. So we prioritize skills and prioritize our skills. So I'm not sure what this is. This is the top two are your highest priorities. I prioritize my attributes. Okay, 0 out of 30, so you get more as you go up. Okay. You get a higher budget for your ship as you go up. Contacts, we only get 2 if we prioritize them there. Let's go with attributes. Skills, attributes, ships. We'll just deal with 2 contacts, I guess, and experience. So let's spend our extra skill points here. Wow, we start a lot higher. We have 12 left. ship is good to go. Contacts are over budget, so we have to pick 2 contacts. Fixer and retired explorer. So they'll be local. Alright, ready to play. Can my budget go up even higher? I'm sorry. It can. I can get something like Fidel Cutter's an old design and a very heavy ship, blocky and hard to kill. The Fidelis Cutter is popular with pirates and smugglers alike. Armed with the MK Alpha torpedo, the Fidelis Cutter carries 30 crew. Now I'm going to stick with my Frontier liner. I'm going to spend my points again. Max out Charisma and Wisdom. Alright, that looks pretty good. And this template is going to be, let's rename it to Adventurer. I just want to redo that. I want to check these skills again. I want to be pretty good with pistols. Alright, so we'll use that template. Playing on the default map. Change factions. So I'm going to use House Zenrin. Clan Zenrin are survivors, notable as the final clan liberated from the guild. Zenrin citizens are stoic and thoughtful in all of their actions. In this galactic map, House Zenrin controls 5 quadrants and 46 landing zones across 44 systems. These zone bonuses are applied on all maps to every zone controlled by this faction, including your homeworld. +1 to all ratings. Known to be both stubborn and of robust health, Zenrin contacts live 30% longer than normal, employing a unique blend of holistic medicines, spice products, and medical tech. Cost of healing at Zenrin clinics is reduced by 20%. How about check before you dig? Known as an industrious house, Clan Yavat focuses on efficient mining operations, trade, and deep space operations. Plus economy for mining, +2 to starport. No one owns secrets. Alright, let's go with We Are All Memories. Playing on challenging difficulty. Play demanding. Captain never dies. Officer and crew get a death save, 50% plus resilience attribute, chance to survive a fatality. As time ticks by, your game gets harder. Enemy and risk levels scale against that progressing difficulty. Combat boost gives your captain few bonuses in battles against enemies. So enemies are at 100%, risks at 110%. Plus 15% combat boost, ship and crew rewards. Fight the good fight. So let's customize enemy levels to 100% and risk to 100%. 50% plus resilience death save. Officer permadeath. Custom difficulty. So that's a little bit better than challenging. to customize it again. Alright, cool. So it's going to be tough. Manually assign talents. Do not use default talents for starting crew officers. Alright, my character is going to be male. Maybe that guy right there. How about that guy? Let's pick a uniform. And something pretty classy. Not that classy. There's lots of cool uniforms to choose. Let's pick that one. Captain. Captain Webb. Be the captain. Let's launch. Boom, let's get into it. Dog's Loop. 1 year ago, I became a Star Trader captain. Step forward, Captain Webb. From our family, you have been chosen to inherit your great-uncle's charter. I am willing. We know you will bring Clan Zenrin honor, and your deeds will be written in the Hall of Memories. I abandoned my life as a grav and took to the stars. I am the master of my ship. I answer to no one except my officers and crew. In the void, we live by the unique code of the Star Traders. We make our own way among the stars. We stay alive and take care of the ship no matter what. Life of a spacer is a hard one, but my officers will have my back. And together we face the void. Orbiting Zenrin Prime. Click to advance. Captain, we've reached a stable orbital trajectory over Zenrin Prime. Should we engage the void engine? Let the engines rest. We need a minute for council. Officers gather round. You all heard the message that I received at the starport today. A Zenrin prince has requested that we transport a Zendu arbiter to his system. He is willing to pay handsomely, it seems. Speak your minds. Captain, the woman is an arbiter. She may be one of the most dangerous people in the galaxy, but also one of the most powerful. It also means she is of Zendu bloodline, like the Templars. It is rare that a Star Trader captain is called on to help an arbiter. This Estelle Brokstrom could be a valuable ally. I've heard that working for a Zendu can be both a curse and a blessing. She claims she only needs a short lift across the quadrant. The pay would be good. There is much to consider. Your thoughts are appreciated. Dismissed. Arbiter Estelle Brokstrom is waiting for us at Pendros and needs passage to the court of Prince Callaghan Fan. Both she and the prince could be powerful allies. However, if we wish to avoid entanglements, we can go our own way. A waypoint to Pendros has already been set, and I can check my missions list for further details or dismiss the request. Whenever you need advice or help with your interface, use Consult to talk with your officers. This is the event log where we can see the most recent events such as skill tests during travel. Right-click the map to move your ship, left-click and drag to pan. To zoom the map, use the mouse wheel. Our current waypoint is already set to the Arbiter's location. To sail towards a waypoint, press space or click navigate. Navigate. You can rely on us, Captain. Alright, so we've got 24,000 credits. Let's immediately save.
Sorry,
and get...
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, get right into it. So over here, if I pause, you'll see skill events that come up and whether we passed them or failed them. So crew discipline fails during fuel transfer, airlock accident, 1 additional suffer 70 component damage. So bad things can happen, but they're going to keep populating. There was an airlock accident and the crew discipline failed during the fuel transfer. Alright, so let's land on Pendros. Many welcomes, Star Trader. Arbiter Estelle Brokstrom, it is an honor. Indeed, Prince Callaghan Fain promised he had dispatched a new but promising Star Trader captain to pick me up. I understand you've recently come into ownership of your Star Trader's charter? That is the truth. My great-uncle perished during an exploration expedition last year. I was picked from among my house to take over the charter and ply the stars. Then you know the magnitude of both the responsibility and the opportunity that now rests on your shoulders. Callaghan has asked that you personally escort me to his court. Prince Fain's trust for you is as solid as the bedrock. He knows that Clan Zenrin can count on your staunch and loyal support. So we have some options here. Prince Fain's trust is well-founded. That is pleasing to hear. Callaghan has always been a superb judge of character. I am sure there will be more work waiting for you at the Prince's court. Come aboard, we can work out the specifics later. Excellent, I will join you shortly in the starport. The offered price is 10,000 credits, paid upon arrival to the court of Prince Fain. I'm in a hurry, so hopefully we can sail directly there. We've accepted a mission on behalf of Arbiter Brokstrom. We should finish any business we have in this zone and then plot a course using the missions list. To refuel. We have to repair those components that got damaged for 3,400. Pay the crew their wages. And heal the members of the crew who got hurt. Maybe we can buy some stuff to trade. $50 units? Sure. Let's purchase that. 50 Ursulite ore. So what I like about this game is that it's pretty easy to get into. The UI is very simple and it breaks it down very well. I've noticed your officers and crews give me sideways looks since I settled in here. As a Zendu, I'm used to it, but perhaps I can answer some questions to help settle your people. When they heard Zendu, some of the crew expended a Templar in a Leviathan mech. And I imagine they would have been even more disappointed if a Templar had strolled aboard. Templar militant stands no taller than a normal man. It doesn't sound like the legends they've been hearing in the spice halls. I am sure that they have wild tales to tell about the Templars, but what makes any of us Zendu special is not our physical might. It is our access to our genetic memories. And in the case of the Templars, to the muscle memory of 1,000 years of battle. How far can you look back in your memories? It is never easy to explain lineage memories to those not of Zendu blood. You did offer to answer questions. I'd be interested to hear you try. I don't remember a time before the memories. They start when we Zendu are young. We strengthen our recall through meditation, pattern exercise, and ritual. There are subconscious muscle memories always guiding my hand or step. And then there are visual remembrances and voices that come forward of their own accord. Trying to consciously look back, seeking something is difficult. Digging for something, trying to remember the Guild War, for example, that could even be dangerous. But my lineage is always there. Are there many Zendu left? There are remaining Zendu sects, the Arbiter, the Augurs, and the Templar Knights. The Arbiters are spread thin, working across the many quadrants as servants of the law. There have never been many Augurs. They serve in the great courts of the High Princes. And the Templar Knights? They have long borne the brunt of the troubles of our people. They were always on the front lines of the Guild War. After the Exodus, they bled to protect the new colonies, but perhaps the Alzean campaign cost them the most. But now isn't the time to rebuild if the quadrants can only find a moment of peace. So you are going to help Prince Fan? Going to ensure that Shaylin law is followed to the letter. I thought you said you and Callaghan were longtime friends. Do not get the wrong idea, Captain. I'm not going to Callaghan's court to trade in favors. My sole responsibility is to enforce the law of our prophet Shaylin, as documented in the Accords. May the flag watch over his grave. We all have important work to be doing. We will get you to the Prince Fan promptly, Arbiter. Alright, so the prince is there. That's why there's that line there. Mysterious illness sicken the crew. Mysterious fuel poisoning among crew. So the better our crew gets in the skills, I believe it is, like our officer skills of command and electronics, the higher those skills go, the more chance they have to successfully roll saves on those negative events. So that's pretty cool. What I'm going to do though is take my officers and level them up here and train their talents. So he's going to get while exploring a wild zone, re-roll any card. We'll see how that comes into play in the future. Rin's Looseburn and her sister Belle and their brother Damien. Interesting. So we'll train her talent. She is a doctor. So let's get her this, which is a skill save. Automatically passes a failed doctor test in any situation, including on board, saving lives in accidents, or while exploring. So that'll automatically pass one of those failed doctor tests. So when you saw that there was mysterious fuel poisoning, that was a doctor's event. So she's a quartermaster. When you pay your crew, your intuition grants a 30% plus command skill chance to learn hidden trait from among your crew. What's her command skill? If you don't mind me asking. 1. So a 31% chance of learning a trait. Oh, to learn a hidden trait from among your crew. Get automatically passes a failed command test in any situation, including deep space travel, mutiny, or during a mission. I like the automatically succeed. And he is an engineer. And he'll get a skill save, a 10 of overhaul, automatically passes a failed repair test in any situation, including wild zone repairs or deep space travel. So we get like a get out of jail free card. There's no fighters. Oh, there are fighters, 4 fighters. So let's do them. Kitty Lazaro. She is a soldier. +1 strength, +15. She's fierce and a storyteller. So we'll train her talents. We'll give her burst fire. In crew combat, rifle attacks hits 2 targets with -35% all damage, +10% armor piercing, +10% critical. She can hit two targets with that. Felix Abaid is also a soldier who is shrewd and hazard high. Thrilled by the high stake risks, gain a resilience percentage chance to recover 5 to 8 morale whenever salvaging at an orbital. So we'll give him something different. Let's give him discipline. In crew combat, removes all debuffs. Buff yourself with a +25% dodge, +10% armor, +25% to resist debuffs for 3 turns. Sounds good. Sergio Dowerback, he's a swordsman, so he uses a sword in combat. Ex-military, very nice. Vulture, adept at picking over the wreck for valuable scrap, gain plus 10% credits when salvaging enemy ship or orbital. And he's seedy, at home in the spice hall, gain plus 20% morale bonus when spicing. And I like Balanced Blade for him in crew combat. Blade attack. Successful attack buffs yourself with 25% melee accuracy, 10% damage, 10% armor piercing, plus 25% parry for 3 turns. So we'll get that. And then Ayiki Sierra is a pistolier. She uses the pistol. She's scrappy and fearless. And we'll give her aimed focus. In crew combat, buff yourself with... No, wait. In crew combat, crippling pistol attack with 25% range damage. Successful hit causes minus 25% accuracy, minus 25% all damage, minus 10 critical chance for 3 turns. We'll give her that. So those are our fighters. Now our ship's crew. Now with these guys, like Veronica Bohr, an electronics tech. So the thing with this is we have a lot of crew. So we're going to go through this, I guess, and kind of balance it out. So we want to give her, upon entering the orbit of a new system, 10% plus electronic skill to learn a new rumor. Here we have a crew dog. Automatically pass a failed ship op test in any situation, including deep space travel, landing, or hyperwarp jumps. Excellent. So we'll get through this pretty good. We have a gunner. Let's get loot armory. As an expert in military hardware, looting a captured vessel repairs up to 3 of your ship's weapons components by 10 plus gunnery skill. Train that. Jericho Schnur, another electronics tech. So we don't need an alert scanner. Only one talent will activate from all crew who have talents of the same type. So how about automatically passes a failed electronics test in any situation, including spying, deep space travel, or during a mission. Henia is a crew dog. Let's purge the ship of any crippling ship effects. That happens with that talent. Some of these talents are for combat, you may have noticed, like signature homing. Closing in and locking in makes it hard to dodge or fire. If any ship weapons hit, the crippling tack causes minus 25% defense, 10% armor for the next 3 turns. Let's use that. Hawken, a hyperwarp navigator. Alright, automatically Pass a failed navigation test in any situation, including hyperwarp jumps or deep space travel. We have another gunner. We already have loot armory. In ship combat, allows a boarding attempt from a range of 3 or below. As gunners, you give heavy covering fire to assault shuttle. Let's get that. Almost done here. A pilot. Automatically pass a failed pilot test in any situation, including deep space travel, landing, or hyperwarp travel. So I want to try to mitigate as much of that damage as possible. Here's another pilot. Sure, landfall. Lands efficiently on a world, reduces operation time to 1 turn and fuel cost to 1. Almost done. Priscilla, she's a mechanic. Automatically pass a failed repair test in any situation, including wild zone repairs or deep space travel. Oh no, unlearn that. Our crew already knows that. To retrain her talents. Yes. Oh, they don't know this exact talent. Alright, so we're going to train it anyway. I get it. Gunner. So it says our crew knows a talent of this, 3 talents of this type, but may only be used at the range of... okay, wait. So let's give... signature homing. Well, someone knows that exact talent. Softening your target increases the damage of every additional hit. If your ship weapons hit, this crippling attack causes minus 20% shield and minus 10% armor for the next 3 turns. Train that. Stark Ert, a gunner of the sword. Alright, nobody knows bombardment. Under continual attack, an enemy ship struggles to return fire. If any ship weapons hit, this crippling attack causes minus 20% accuracy, minus 10% damage, minus 5% armor for the next 3 turns. And we can use these in combat. Another pilot. So here's what I meant. It'll say our crew knows 1 talent of this type, 1 member knows this exact talent, and a single talent of this type is activated on each matching event. Only 1 talent will activate from all crew who have talents of the same type. So only 1. Oh, these are combat talents. That's only for skill saves. Let's do guided fire. Buff ship with 15% accuracy, 10% critical for the next 3 turns. Almost there. Jeffrey. Crew dog. When passing the spice plate in the hall, grant all other revelers a morale bonus equal to 30% of your charisma. So, let's go ahead and train that. Won't. Logan. Gunner. We know all of these except targeting lock. Once a lock is established, your enemy is less likely to escape. If any ship weapons hit, this crippling attack causes minus 10 armor, minus 20 escape for the next 3 turns. Alex, a pilot. Buff ship with plus 15 range, plus 10 escape for next 3 turns. Sharp steering. Let's go ahead and do that. In case we have to escape, which on challenging or whatever we will have to. Mahor. Automatically pass a failed tactics test in any situation, including on patrol, deep space travel, or during a mission. You know what? Who is this guy? Mejor, a hyperwarp navigator. Let's give him methodical planning of hyperwarp jump, reduces fuel cost by 4, plus navigation skill. His navigation skill is 4, so that reduces it by 8. That's very good. Let's train that. Anthony Vietri in electronics tech. We've got the learning the rumor. Alright, mask ship signal to prevent identification when ending a ship encounter in a draw. Reduce possible reputation damage by up to electronic skill. Look at that. And finally, Katrin, a gunner. We know all of these. So let's do raking fire again. Alright. Everybody is accounted for. We've got our 4 officers. Alright, now, where were we? Let me save quick. We'll land. Looks like they've rolled out the red carpet for you, Arbiter. I think that is for Callaghan, but it has the effect. Estelle, your face is warm. Yours is a face to warm, tired eyes. And Captain, many welcomes. Thank you for escorting Estelle here safely. Greetings from the stars, Prince Fan. I did not expect such pomp at the starport. We've all been waiting for your arrival, Estelle. This mess is progressing. It has sped up, not lost steam. We have much to discuss. Let us retire to the palace. Star Trader, you've earned my gratitude. I have high-paying work for a captain of your caliber. Come and visit my court once you have settled everything with your ship and crew. Thank you, Prince Fane. We may take you up on that offer. We've gained a moderate experience award, 120 XP across the crew. We've gained plus 5 rep with Clan Zenrin and plus 10 rep with Prince Callaghan Fane. And off they go. The Prince seems very intent on getting Arbiter Brockstrom's assistance. Captain, the Prince's starport commander has paid us 10,000 as promised, and a $2,000 bonus to boot. Hold up, one Fane has stuck around. Many welcomes, Star Trader. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am Zet Fan, the Prince's sister. Let me extend my brother's warmest welcome. What is the legal case that Brockstrom has come to observe? The bombing of the Highwind military orbital? Surely Estelle told you about this. It is a Reichart research facility. I've heard of it in passing. It was. Estelle must have told you. Callaghan's daughter, Valencia, has been charged with the terrorist act of destroying the Highwind, which is completely ridiculous. She went aboard the station for a scientific meeting. What idiot would plan a bomb at the same time? Not Val. But Estelle hasn't spoken with you about it? You really don't know? Then the Arbiter's not going to help. Did she say anything like that? She said she would do her duty as an arbiter of Shaylin law. Shaylin, curse her arrogance. The Fane family needs her assistance? By the flag, yes we do. The loss of life at the Highwind alone, it is not a legal battle we can stand to lose. If it comes to that, they will demand Valencia's life in retribution. And the Arbiter would just stand by. Just like the Void, retribution justice has no mercy. If the damages are great enough, Reichart could be granted a duel of assassins against Valencia Fane personally. I hope that we'll see you at the palace, Star Trader. I must be off. All of Zenrin's marvelous technology is on display around me. Alright, we'll heal up. Repair the ship. See if we can sell cargo. Only make 350 total. We'll pass on that. Alright, I'm going to save and then be right back and we'll continue. Alright, we're back. So this episode's almost an hour long, so we're going to wrap it up soon. So what are we doing here? Prince Callaghan Fane has promised us more work if we're willing to take it. He pays promptly and generously, but his offer will not stand forever. If we are unwilling to assist him in his dynasty, he's sure to find another aspiring captain. So let's... Be nice to walk around in gravity for a few hours. Let's land. Let's talk to Prince Callaghan. We should discuss further work with the prince. So you can do all this different stuff. We'll get into that. Welcome to my court, Star Trader. Please call upon me whenever you have need. All of my staff's services are available to you. We have found your hospitality to be very thorough, Prince Fane. Please call me Callaghan. As you know, I have pressing work I'd like you to undertake on my behalf. I need you to escort Arbiter Estelle Brockstrom on a judicial tour as she inspects the evidence in the case against my daughter. She will need to meet with Princess Aetan Char, the High Wind's owner. I assume you have heard by now the claims that my daughter, Valencia Fane, is personally behind the bombing of the military orbital station. Such a circus. Estelle will also need to meet with the Rykart judge who is hearing the case. She will put the fear of Shaylin into him, and remind him that the law cannot be cheated for their vendetta against me and my family. Then you suspect the entire legal case and bombing is a farce to defame your daughter? This is not a matter of defamation, Star Trader. If Princess Aetan Char wins the case, this will be a matter of life and death. With retribution justice on her side, Aetan will send assassins to kill my daughter and the heir to my princedom. What is this vendetta of which you speak? Our galaxy is being torn apart by war and constant conflicts. The governmental structures that were put in place by the Prophet Shaylin are no longer working. Some would call that dangerous blasphemy. I do not malign Shaylin or the laws he crafted for us, but times have changed. We were each one quadrant, isolated, alone. But the hyperwarp has reconnected all of our people. And now, the same Shaylin laws that once helped stop the cycle of violence are now being used to perpetuate it. And therefore our world has changed. Laws must change. I have fought publicly for those changes, fought to restore order and peace. And it has made me many enemies. There are those who gain power from discord. Aetan Char, whoever she's working with, are among those enemies. I ask that you escort Estelle to and from Char's world safely. There may be those who wish to stop her or harm her along the way. Prince Callaghan Fane has added an offer for a story mission to his mission list. We can accept if we're willing to escort Arbiter Brockstrom into Aetan Char's territory. Proving your charter. Your Star Trader charter is very new, but I trust you could be a staunch ally of the Fane family. When I need you to focus on escorting the Arbiter, I am willing to offer a few simple missions on the side. Return shipping. We're headed out to pick up a sealed crate from a friendly clan Zenrin world and return it safely to Prince Callaghan Fane. Deadline 1 year, 7 weeks. Bonus. Willing to offer 2% per bonus military rank with Zenrin. Clan dignitaries are waiting for us on Marie with the sealed crate. Alright, we'll accept that. Prince Callaghan Fane needs to escort Arbiter Brockstrom to the neighboring Dixie Maelstrom quadrant, where he hopes she will intervene on the benefit of his daughter, Valencia Fane. By all accounts, the Fane family cannot be found guilty in the bombing of the High Wind. The first stop will be the Syndicate Rykart world of Terraminatus, where the Arbiter will meet with Princess Aeton Shar and the faction judge who's handling the High Wind bombing legal case. We'll accept that. Passenger one Estelle Brockstrom has come aboard. We're now bound to complete this mission on Callaghan Fane's behalf. You have more missions? One-way shipper. You must carry this data cube safely and return it to the clan Zenrin world of Krafa. And in preparation for a future project, Prince Callaghan Fane needs us to increase the stock of Duranthium alloy and Durvit. We must procure the 22 units of Duranthium alloy, which are supplied by refinery zones with trade law 10 or less. We must find them at the low price to best profit from this mission. Prince Callaghan Fane's agent will be waiting here on Durvent to receive the scheduled delivery. 41 weeks. Alright, let's carry the data cube. You have committed to one mission. Complete it first before asking for more. Okay. Court of Callaghan Fane. Remember, in a court, everyone is watching. Click to visit a contact. Delivering Estelle to her destination is our top priority. That is what I want to hear. I will await your return with positive news, Star Trader. Zet Fane. You seem skeptical that the Arbiter will clear this legal mess for the Fanes. Right now, Arbiter Brockstrom is our best hope to resolve the issue. If she fails to deliver, we will have to take the alternate measures to protect the family. If that comes to pass, then you and I will have next steps to discuss. You must be Eric Fane. That is correct. I am Callaghan's second son by blood. Many welcomes, Star Trader. My father has already thanked you, but let me extend my gratitude as well. This business with my sister Val is toxic. It needs to end quickly. It has landed your family in difficult political waters. Between us, it is toxic from within, Captain. In what way, Eric? Valencia is basically under house arrest. She is not under lock and key, only for her own protection. None of us know if we can trust her. If she were free to roam, what more damage might she do? And everyone has their own opinion as to what should be done about it. My father is focused on the Arbiter's influence. You think there's another approach? I would not step into my father's way, but if Brockstrom fails to deliver, you and I will have next steps to discuss. How's your sister handling it? Valencia is not used to being told what to do, much less put under active guard. She was visiting the Highwind to arrange an exchange of new technology. Important high-powered collaboration with Princess Aeton Shar and her people. None of that will go forward now. I can imagine there were so many who stood to win or lose based on that deal. Alright. So let's see here. Climb the Zenrin military hierarchy and get the perks. Because of my loyalty and service to Clan Zenrin, I can buy ranks within the faction's political military hierarchy from Prince Callaghan Fane. While ranks cost credits, this pledged loyalty pays off in discounted services and upgrades, as well as better missions and crew recruits. Benefits. Each grade of ranks has 2% bonus to the contract price of missions offered by faction contracts. Some less than legal contracts, such as smugglers, do not honor rank bonuses. Carrying rank 1 or higher, we can buy a new ship in a faction starport and place it into dry dock. Carrying rank 2 or higher, any military officer, soldier, pistolier, or swordsman recruited from contacts or the Spaaace Hall gain +1 bonus level. At rank 5 or higher, these recruits gain +2 bonus level. Alright, so this will cost us 4 personal rep, 1,000 credits. Let's promote ourselves. Boom. We'll get 2% more on contracts. Alright, so we can't really upgrade the ship. So it's time to go get this crate. Price includes a 2% bonus for your rank 1 with Zenrin. So this is within the same system, so we can just head on over here and do this quickly. Averted explosion by repairing component. Engineer talent. Attentive overhaul. Montgomery. Fuel. Glad we landed somewhere with fuel and repairs for the ships. Turn shipping. Alright. Clan Zenrin dignitaries are waiting for us on Marie with a sealed crate. We're in a world friendly to Prince Callaghan Fane and picking up legal cargo. What are your orders, Captain? We could petition for a diplomatic visit at the palace to retrieve the sealed crate. While it may take extra time to clear the paperwork here in Clan Zenrin world, a palace visit would be a reputation booster. Our local allies have reserved a room in Spaaace District where we can have a quick and efficient meeting to complete our business. Let's get the rep booster. Schedule a stately meeting. While it took 3 days, we were able to get the required permit to visit the palace. The meeting was quick and relatively quiet, but still visible at such a high hall. We gained an additional +3 rep for the fuss, even if it took a little longer. Sealed crate added to cargo. Our payment is due to us. We must deliver it now. We gained 5 rep with Clan Zenrin. Gained 6 rep with Callaghan Fane, who has gained +1 influence through our actions and now commands 63 influence. It was easy enough. Turn shipping. At the spice table. The meeting in the Spice District was brief and brisk and brief, but we accomplished our business without trouble. The sealed crate we've been carrying is handed over. We've been paid 14.5 credits. Completed 4 rep with Zenrin, +5 with Callaghan Fane, who gained another influence. Took 6 days. So now we're up to about 40,000 credits. Now we don't have business at the court. Let's see if we can take a new mission now. Commodity delivery. In preparation for a future project, Prince Callaghan Fane needs this to increase. Oh yeah. One-way shipper. Must carry this data cube safely and securely to the clan world of Krypha. We have brought a data cube aboard. Remember, we need to safely carry a package for this mission. Enemy ships will confiscate it if they search us. Zenrin Prime. We'll accept that too. Data cube. Can't accept that one yet. I wonder if those are never ending, if they keep repairing. Let's pay our wages. Alright, so let's carry the data cube to Krypha. Let's go. Explorer. Arc scanner contact. Targeting Clan Zenrin. Identifying Explorer. Initially neutral but now friendly. They're preparing to depart. Sending a hailing salute, we acknowledge the friendly ship and our faction allegiances. We'll pause to trade details about travel conditions in the void, other ships spotted in the area, and the latest news. Both our ship and Clan Zenrin gave orders to depart. Cool. So some successes here. Dodge interstellar meteoroids, avoided icy debris. You can watch that window if you want. Well-connected allies are waiting for the data cube. Friendly meeting at the Spaaace Hall will provide an excuse for our allies to dote on my officers and top crew. The relaxing handoff would be a morale booster. We could arrange an official meeting at the palace to deliver the data cube with more pomp and circumstance. The palace visit would be a rep booster. Let's get a morale boost. Our allies at the Spaaace Hall are more than friendly. At the meeting, we accomplish our business easily. While our hosts were liberals with the Spaaace, our crew is already at maximum morale. Data cube handed over. We got paid. Completed it. +2 rep. He gained another influence. Oh, and the retired explorer lives here. Vassilicia Baldaha. Known details. Power hungry. Requires an additional 25 influence and 10% rep. Mission pays 10% less. Assassins. Doubles chance of violent missions. Recruits assassins. And 2 traits that are currently unknown. A woman of intrigue. Alright, so let's see what we can do with her. Legal right to trade restricted good within Zenrin exchanges. Hire a new recruit, we don't have any. Pay to learn new salvage rumors from across the galaxy. Only contacts with the right connections and influence can get ahead of salvage rumors. We can help the Vassilicia Beldog gain influence through missions or taking action in local conflicts. Missions. Your Star Trader's charter is quite new. You're an unproven captain, so for now I'll only offer the simplest of missions. We're headed out to pick up a transport case from a friendly clan Zenrin and return it safely to her for 11 4K. We'll do it. Refuel. Alright, what's the waypoint on that? Pick up a transport case from a friendly clan Zenrin world, return it safely. Alright, so this is pretty easy money. Oh, accident and void engine vent field. Crew discipline fails during fuel transfer. With deserved pomp. Could arrange an official meeting to take charge of the transport case. Should have no trouble petitioning for such a visit. 34 rep and a pallet visit would be a rep booster. We'll do that this time. Welcome to the palace. Accompany our business with ceremony and spectacle deserved. Gain additional +4 rep for the fuss. Transport is added. +7 rep with Vassilicia, who gained 2 influence. +6 with Clan Zenrin. Oh wait, what was that? Rumor embargo? The local military at Durban is high alert over suspected trafficking and smuggling of dangerous or illegal goods. The officers of trade law are working overtime to enforce the local embargo. I don't know what the trade law actually means. It's elevated by 5 right now, and lower legality cargo will be harder to sell. If we buy or sell legal goods in the exchange in this zone, we'll gain reputation with the location faction. Heightened trade law means higher profit potentially for smugglers as many more goods become illegal and the black market booms. With the law bearing down any sales on the black market would increase our reputation with the local faction as we bring much needed goods into the market. With their economy squeezed, contacts residents in this zone may lose influence. Let's repair some components. Let people go on Spaaace leave. Morale is high among the crew. Alright, let's return this. So we're just doing basic missions to start off. Airlock accident. Failed crew drill results in an accident. Let's get a morale booster over the spice plate. Now we're at maximum morale. We got 11,000 for our part, more rep. She now has 21 influence. As an independent operator, I can complete political, economic, or personal missions to further retired explorer Vasilisa Balada's goals and influence, earn credits, and increase our personal and clan Zenran reputation. Spice Runner Alf Tundean. Clan Zenran and Clan Jawet are supporting each other's moves and aims to an alliance for the time being. Trait Assassins. It's personal. My trait will drive the type of missions I offer and who they target. These missions will assist and increase the influence of my ally and friend. Link plus 60. What would that be? Wilderness Hunt. By completing this mission, we will work on behalf of retired explorer Vasilisa Baldeha to support Spice Runner Alf Tundea of House Thulin. The Spice Runner will gain influence. Band of outlaw scavengers, pirates have gathered on Tath and is threatening to become a problem in the area. We must snuff them out. We must search the surface, ready for battle once we encounter the criminal band. That sounds dangerous, honestly. A little too dangerous. Let's go to missions. We have to complete this one. Carry the transport case and secure the... Oh, did we... Were we not supposed to come down here with that trade case? Alright. Okay, we have to go down here. Treated crew for fuel poisoning. Let's get a rep booster, public spectacle. Additional +3 rep. 6,000. A lot of rep with Callaghan Fane. Clan Zenran. Alright, we've got 58,000. Could we upgrade the ship? Level 2 railgun. Torpedo. Let's see if we can upgrade. Quarters for 2 officers. Quarters for 36 crew. Instead of our torpedo. The new component will increase your bed count above the minimum crew this type can support. Your ship can only support a max of 30. So that's not helping us. Can try for a different type of weapon. Level 4 auto cannon, optimal range of 1. Optimal range of 5. Level 2 torpedo. Oh, that's what we've got. Alright, so I don't see any reason. Another officer's quarter would be cool. Level 1 Lance. There's a lot you can do. Let's see if we can get another officer cabin. Not yet. Just looking. Alright, so now we have to escort her to this Dixie Maelstrom. Alright, 1 hyper jump away. Once I escort her, I'm going to end the episode there. Let me know if you want to see more. Ike's combat readiness ended in injuries. Contact with a smuggler. Friendly smuggler Zenrin. Let's acknowledge them. Crew gained 25 XP. Gambling argument ended in a fight. Improperly trained crew misuse airlock. Another friendly smuggler. We are understaffed on skilled navigators. The jump will be risky. We're about to hyperwarp jump along White Glare route headed to Dixie Maelstrom. 22 of 93, danger 2. Let's do it. Hyperwarp navigation safe and successful. Mayhor halts efficient route talent. Reduce fuel cost by 8. Use 14 fuel. Great. Failed crew drill results in an accident. Quadrant-wide rumor artifact find. Rumors and tales abound. Somewhere in the Dixie Maelstrom quadrant, a major cache of artifacts or illegal goods is being sold onto the black market. As treasure hunters, adventurers, and smugglers flood into the quadrant, we're more likely to encounter smugglers, merchants, spies, and explorers during space travel. Heightened illegal activity brings out the military, and there's an increased chance of encountering military officers during space travel. Grasping at riches, smugglers are more likely to be traveling with valuable cargo hidden in their holds, but are also more hostile and willing to fight for what they're transporting. Contacts relying on this quadrant's economic operations may gain influence. Many smugglers running illegal goods rely on stashes to temporarily hide cargo. Chance of discovering large finds of refined resources, smuggler stashes, or similar or remote stashes is increased while exploring. With the eagerness for illegal trading, there's an increased chance to gain influence for a contract when trading on the black market. An explorer. Preparing to depart, they're neutral. We can retreat without heralding, shilling any information, or getting any closer. 25 XP. So we can do exploring when there's like a moon or something. No doubt the local Reichart spies are scanning our ship even as we speak. Land. Lax trade laws make everything a bit easier at the exchange. We'd lose money on the Earth's light ore. Don't have any cargo space. Orbital neutrality. My thanks for bringing me this far, Star Trader. We have held to our promise to Callaghan Fane. From here you have to choose just how deeply you want to get involved. Princess Aton Char is not going to appreciate your presence, but I know that Callaghan wants you to put on a show. When we attempt to complete a mission step, very often a skill test is required. This will use the sum skill of myself, my officers, and my crew, as well as one of my attributes. If anyone on the crew has a talent that helps us automatically pass the skill test, such as command, these talents also work in missions. Any mission option that has an automatic pass talent guaranteeing its success is marked with a white saving talent over the icon. If we lack a talent to automatically pass Negotiator Command, we might consider retraining an officer to ensure success. The first step will be the Syndicate Rykart world of Terminatus, where the Arbiter will meet with Princess Eitan Char and the faction judge who's handling the highway bombing legal case. Arrange Arbiter Brockstrom a full entourage to the palace, making our support clear to Princess Eitan Char and the Syndicate Rykart Judge Korda. This will please Prince Fan while angering Princess Char. Or we will give Arbiter Brockstrom only a light escort to the palace, keeping to the letter of our contract. This will help reduce our reputation damage with Princess Char, and not win us points with Prince Fan. And a saving talent. Command skill 10 plus 30, but this is an automatic win here. Days have passed, Captain. The Arbiter has spent most of the time in closed-door meetings with Judge Wellen and the Princess. She's been tight-lipped about what's been going on. We knew she would be strict about this. It's a matter of Shaylin law. In the end, the entire proceedings dragged on for a week. Luckily, we're being well paid for our time. In the final meeting, we got a chance to hear it directly from Princess Char. Many welcomes, Star Trader. Thank you for escorting Arbiter Brockstrom here safely. Her presence is so critical to this case. If she wasn't here, you'd worry what political agendas would get in the way. Favors would be called in. The law would be trampled upon. Estelle glares. We will need to make another stop on our tour, Star Trader. That will be for the best. It is important you see all the evidence, especially the High Wind's wreckage and the footage recorded there. You must understand, Star Trader, the High Wind Orbiter was no regular station. It was a military research facility, meaning that you had surveillance and security systems to protect against such an attack. To prevent a bombing from within? No. Valencia Fayan slipped under our radar with a white flag. But those systems captured copious proof of her deadly crime. Not to mention her obvious motive. She came to destroy the technology the Fayans claimed they wanted to purchase. In the bombing, we lost one of the most brilliant minds the galaxy has ever seen, Aldo Bastille. We believe that Aldo, who held the position of chief scientist on the High Wind, may have been our primary target. Estelle glares. Time to return to your ship, Captain. Until we meet again, Arbiter. Silence for a time. She is sure of herself. She is not lying. She holds damning evidence. You think Valencia bombed the High Wind? Why would she? To kill this Aldo character? We're not done yet. You must take me to the world where the High Wind was orbiting. Alright. We gave her a tightly organized to her meetings, nothing more. Our discipline and neutrality were noticed by all. Eitan seems to find our light presence inimical, and we lost through reputation with her personally. We were paid 6,000 for our part, not yet complete. Take on the next step. 8 rep with Clan Zenran, 10 rep with Fane, who's gained influence. We lost 7 rep with Syndicate Rykart, and it took a week. Alright, on to the next waypoint. Well, I should save here. Estelle needs to review the additional evidence that Eitan Char is holding. They're holding the data records on Devomara, the system around which the High Wind military installation was orbiting. Plot of course. And I'm going to save it here. So, thank you for joining me. Let me know if you want to see more. I don't know how often I'll update this Let's Play, but it is going to be a Let's Play that's going on. Hope you like the game. It's pretty dope. I've played it a while offline, and I'm excited to get into it deeper here. We'll be upgrading our ship and outfitting our crew with better gear, upgrading our crew and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to see more of this excellent space sim by the Treese Brothers, leave me a comment, press the like button, and let me know. And until next time, everybody, this is Jay Dumont signing off. So long, everybody.